Hey, it's Gareth Flood here. So in this video I'm going to cover a couple of things. I'm going to talk about what an LMS is, or a learning management system, from a marketing perspective and why you need one. I'm also going to talk about if you deliver courses, online courses, your content, you manage communities, you have calls associated to these, and you have direct communications and messages across all of these, and you're managing these across multiple platforms, I'm going to show you a better way, up to 10 times better, to manage all of this in one single platform. It's a new platform. It's called Skool, for Skool.com. So I'm going to walk you through what this is. And at the moment, there's a great offer to actually trial it and refer it. So if you get a couple of referrals, this thing can even pay for itself, so it costs you nothing. So if that sounds of interest to you, stick around till the end and I will tell you about that. But the first thing is what is a learning management system? So in marketing, given how much is intellectual property and knowledge, that's one part. The other part is when you run a company and you're running your marketing team and your system, you need to systematize as much as possible, especially on the training side. So particularly these days, there's a lot of churn and turnover in people. So you want to get your new people up to speed as much as possible, and you want to embed the culture and the knowledge that you have. And the best way to do that is to give them obviously training. But it's very difficult these days and expensive to get everybody into a room, hire a trainer, or take the days out, 2 to 3 days, to do all that training yourself. But the great part is there's wonderful platforms that you can get all of this courses and content online to people to do it themselves. So that's on a corporate side. And having worked in corporate a long time, my bio, corporates can pay tens of thousands for something called a learning management system, which is a software, it's a platform where they can host their courses and all of their training. And they can have different training courses for HR, for supply chain, for sales, and also for marketing. So you can host your marketing courses about introduction to your brand, how you sell the brand, how you set up your marketing campaigns, your brand Bible, how you do your finances linked to marketing, how you do your promotions, how you do your communications, your guidelines, all of this you can set in there and people can complete at their own pace as required. And like I said, they could pay tens of thousands for these systems. So that's one part, but you don't need to pay tens of thousands, particularly if you're a smaller company. And also, if you are actually running courses and consulting and coaching yourself, then you want your clients to come into a place where they can get all of the knowledge, they can learn it at their own pace, you can coach them as required. And there's a number of sites that do offer this today. Biggest example I think would be Kajabi. So if you're using a site like that, you host your course on there, people log in and they use it. Now, the difficulty with all of these current platforms is that you require multiple logins across all of them to get things done. So you go to one site like Kajabi for the actual content, you go to another site for the community and guidelines, which is normally Facebook groups, and then you go to another site to log in to join the Zoom calls or whatever, and you go to other sites for direct communication like Slack within the group, or Voxer or Discord or Telegram, also being used recently. So it's confusing. There's multiple logins. Where's the login for this? I've got to go across 4 different platforms. It's hard to join up. It's very confusing. And particularly Facebook seems to be getting even worse these days. If you're in multiple groups and it's part of your normal social media account, it's messy. It's messy as hell. So there's a new way to put all of this in one place. This platform is called Skool. It's where you can come together, you can learn everything online. It's gamified communities, it's courses, and it's chat and direct communication all in one place. Sounds very exciting. Best way is to see it. So let's dive in and I'll actually show you the platform. Right, so this is the platform itself. First thing you notice is Skool.com, that's the name of it, /steps to growth, which is my company. So you get your own company site. And then within this, you can set up your different courses. So for myself, this is my course, the Marketing Plan Accelerator. So this is going to be where the course and the community for this program sits. At the moment, there's one member, one online. So the reason I'm showing you this at this point in time is that this course is about to go live. This course is my course for entrepreneurs and business owners who recognize they need a marketing plan to keep growing their business, to get to double-digit profit growth, but they have no experience in marketing. So they want to know it, understand, do the first draft themselves, rather than just outsourcing it to some marketing person. It's such a critical function. They don't want to just outsource it, they want to do it themselves. So this course enables you to, without any experience in marketing, complete your own marketing plan for your business within 6 weeks. So it's going live. So before I fill it up with people, I wanted to show it to you now. And the other reason I'm doing that is because once you fill it up, you can obviously see the people, you can see their names, you can see their details, you can see profiles, etc. And I take data protection and customer data very seriously. There's too many people online these days will just show you things, customers, who they are, who their business is, the programs, the courses they're in. That's not very cool. It's actually, in many cases, not even legal. So data protection, I'm not showing any customers or anything in this just before it goes live. It's just to show you the actual portal and platform itself. So yes, steps to growth, you get your own one. You can create other ones, you switch between them here. You can switch groups if you're in other groups yourself or you have other groups. So the first thing to note, where has this come from? This is actually by a guy called Sam Ovens. He's been around a long time in the coaching and consulting type industry. He built a coaching and consulting business. He scaled that to about $50 million. And this is one of his new projects and new companies that he set up. So I've been following him for a number of years. He's somebody who can be trusted. So this is not a fly-by-night thing. If that's the other thing you're wondering, will this be gone in 6 months or a year? No, it's one of his new companies. It's well funded. The guy's very structured. He's very successful. So it's a good thing to use as part of your business plan because it's only going to get bigger. And he's looking to scale it right now. So that's why I'll come back to this good offer about this later towards the end. So let's walk through it, like what is the great benefits I talked about before. It's all in one place. Everything is all in one place here. So you can see the first thing is the community. And this is the big thing. All of your community, anyone you get in your online courses and coaching, you can put them all in here. They can log in. So let's write something. Somebody can put in test. And it says it wants to be a question. Now, within here, you can also add links. You can add, this is an attachment. I can add a link to an external site. I can add a YouTube video or a video, you link to a video. You can add a poll, question a poll. You can add emojis, of course, and then you can select a category. So these are customizable. This is what I've put in. You can add, is this for general discussion? Because the main wall does function like a Facebook page, if you like. There's a stream, the latest content gets added on top, and then everything kind of gets pushed down, but it's all in one place. So is this topic, is it general discussion? Is it a resource for people to look for? Is it something about mindset? Is it announcements from the company about new content or changes, etc.? Is it a question for the community? Or introduce yourself, new members, hey, part of what the value is in these types of coaching and courses is the interaction with the community. So introduce yourself, let everyone know who you are, and then you post that, and of course it goes onto there. And if you are the owner of this, if you create new content or questions or something, it has this great function. You can send an email to all members. So if you click that, you can broadcast mass communications from the platform. So you create a new, could be an email, could be a new resource, could be an update, and it emails everybody on the platform, hey, log in, check this out, etc., etc. It also does weekly digests, so it searches for the best posts that everybody's putting about, could be customer wins, new knowledge, new resources, and it sends a weekly digest email which you can set how often, etc. you want it to go out. That's also very useful. So then you can post that. There we go. Whoops, I didn't select a category. Correct. Yep, so this is about, it's a question. And then of course, once that's posted, it goes onto the wall. You can see how many people are watching, how many people are reacting, how many comments go back and forth. People can like it, very much like social media. And you can also filter then. And once all this fills up with content, you can filter it. So I want to see something on resources, I want to see things on mindset, I want to just focus on questions, pinned, watched, read, etc., recent, newest, best, etc., etc. It's all there. It's all very powerful. And the other super powerful thing about this platform is once it fills up with content and questions and discussions, you can search it. So the entire thing is searchable. So you could come in for a new user and you want to find a specific question. So say somebody's thinking, I have questions around branding. Do I need a brand? Do I need to make a brand? How do you make a brand? They could just type in here branding. And there we go. It pulls up all the content and questions. It searches the entire platform. So I've been filling it up with resources recently before my members come in. So here we go. Branding principles, brand development. Where do brands come from? What is a brand? What role does a brand play in business? How to make a brand, the 10 steps to make a brand. So if you were thinking, I need to make a brand for my business within this marketing group, bang, you find the answer, you've got it straight there. Then you can ask further follow-up questions, etc., etc. You can also tag people. So once you see other members, you can just go at their name, tag them, and they will get that as well. So it's fully searchable, which is really quite powerful. And because it's a community, you can also here, you can direct message people. So you can, over here in the top right, you can get notifications about new things when you've been tagged, new messages, and also direct messages themselves. If you see somebody you want to buddy up with or ask a question, ask a follow-up question, you can direct message them. It's all within the platform. So that's how you manage the community part. The other next important part is the classroom. So this is where your content goes. So this is the content for my course, set out over 6 weeks, how to create your marketing plan from scratch with no experience in marketing within 6 weeks to deliver double-digit profit growth. So here's the course itself. Week 1, I structured it week 1 to 6, but you can obviously structure it however you like, however many different modules, different courses, different content, you can keep adding to it. In this example, let's dive into week 2. It's about key market dynamics, and then let's look at this example, key competitors. So you can have your video here. This example, this video is 34 minutes, rounded up. You can have a video explaining everything, slides, however you want to make that video. You can have the description of what this content is, what we cover. You can add all of your resources, PowerPoints, PDF, slides, whatever, you can add it up there. Templates, examples, to-do lists. You list your action items, what you want them actually to do in the course. And then you can add the transcript for your video, so people can actually read it as well if that's what they want. And then people can add comments, so you can comment and interact, etc., etc. One other part I forgot to mention back in the community section is once people are inside here, another box comes below here showing a leaderboard for interactions. So you can see who's had the best interaction with the community in posts and comments past 7 days, 30 days, all time. It actually does put a leaderboard back on the community itself in a box under here. You can see who's done best over the last 7 or 30 days. And you can then give prizes if you want to encourage interaction. So it does a couple of things. One, it gamifies interaction. So you do get badges and pins, etc. for your interaction. And you as an admin can give people extra gamified awards. You can give them gems, for example, so they get extra points. So it's a point system. Everyone has points. There's a leaderboard. And then you, as the owner, you can give prizes. You could, for example, send somebody a voucher or send something, a nice gift in the mail to the people who each month or whatever you choose have done the most interaction and given the most benefit to the community. So that's another big benefit with the community part. So back on the classroom, indeed, you can structure this however you like, but as you see, it's quite powerful. Videos, descriptions, resources for them to download, transcripts, interactions, comments on the actual course themselves, and that you can make as big as you like and keep adding to it, and you can have multiple different modules as well. And you can drip feed the content, so you can make it that you have to finish week 1 before you can graduate to go to week 2, or you can open it up depending on your people you're working with and say, okay, no, everybody's adults, I'll open the whole thing up. If you need to jump straight to your business and marketing strategies, you can go there, you can jump around the course. You can also, if you want to add bonus parts or other modules, you can limit access by member. So if some people have paid for the first module but not the second module, or the first module but not the bonus content, you can limit their access to what they can access, which is great. So that is all of your content and your course all in one place, linked to the community as well. The next great thing it does is in the calendar, it shows you all of your upcoming events. So if you do still have one-to-one live events, you can put those in there. Or in my example, I'm setting up a weekly Q&A Zoom call where anyone on the platform who's paid for the course can jump on a call with me or a member of my team for weekly Q&A. So this is called Marketing Plan Q&A. You click on what's coming, you can see the whole calendar up ahead every week in this example, but you can be whenever you want. You can see it, you can click on it, you see when it is, and there's the Zoom link right there. Compared to some of the old ways of doing things, you're in a Facebook group, you're like, where's the call, when was the call, I have to find it again, where's the link, painful, was that somewhere in the Facebook group, that's such a mess, or was it on email? None of that. You just like, I can see it, I click on it, and you can add it to the calendar yourself. So Google, Apple, Outlook, etc. Just add it straight to your calendar with the Zoom link. Boom, you're in straight away. And the other cool thing it does is back on the home page with the community, you see here it tells you upcoming events. It actually tells you right when you log in, Marketing Plan Q&A is happening in 4 days. That's the next online meeting or event. So that's it. So you have calendar, leaderboards, community, all in one place, all in one login. The other cool thing you can do is if you record your calls, then you can also post those. So record the call in Zoom or however you record them back in the classroom. You can create another module called course recordings, and you can put all of your course recordings and your call recordings and Q&A calls, weekly question calls. You put them in there, and you can also then post the link back in the community. Here's this week's Q&A call, here's the top questions, and if you can put a transcript for that too, then that also goes back into the search function. So people are searching, they can find questions and answers, they can find the answers to their questions. Will also save you and your company a lot of time with answering the same questions over and over. So you see community, classroom, interaction, gamified, all in one place. It's super powerful. This is the only basically tool I need, and maybe many people need, to deliver online coaching and courses. And at the moment there's a great offer from it. So Sam Evans, like I said, he's looking to scale this new product right now. So at the moment, at time of recording this, it's actually also very cheap relatively. I mentioned before, in corporate world you pay thousands and tens of thousands for a license for one of these systems. At the moment this is less than $100, and he's doing an offer where if you refer somebody, you can get 40% of the annual subscription paid to you from that person if they sign up from the affiliate link. So I have an affiliate link, it's down in the description below. If you click on that and sign up, you can get a 14-day free trial, and if you carry on then paying after that, you're not locked in with this program. Also at the moment, under current terms and conditions, you can cancel anytime. So you can do a 14-day free trial, test the platform. After that, currently it's $99 a month, and you can cancel anytime. So if that sounds of interest, check it out. I would appreciate if you do use my referral link below. Full transparency, I will get a payment for that. That's a great way to sign up. So use that link, sign up, and then you yourself can do the same thing. And like I said, if you get, under current calculations, 3 referrals, then the system effectively will pay for itself, which is also great for you and your company. So click that link, check it out, try the platform for 14 days. I'm in for the long haul. I think it's great, and we'll see you soon.